my love. Mouth calls. Diaphragm calls, whatever you call them. These are my all-time favorite. Right now I only have 3. I've gone through dozens and dozens of these, way too many, but they're my favorite. I can be hands-free, especially me being a bow hunter. I don't have to have my hands on a box call or a slate call. I can just pop one of these things in, be calling, go to full draw, kill sad daddy. These are difficult, very difficult, more so than the other ones. If you're looking to get a fast turkey call that you can just buy quick and go learn for the weekend hunt, I wouldn't recommend these. These are gonna need some time. If you've done like elk diaphragms and stuff, you might be able to get the gist, but still these are quite a bit different than like an elk diaphragm. They work the same way. How one of these works is they have different reeds, latex reeds inside of here. They have a few different layers, and you put them in your mouth and you put them on top of your tongue and push it to the roof of your mouth, and that air will go over the top of it and create vibration in between these latex, which creates that turkey noise. These, again, you have to be listening. Watch people do it, but you have to put it in there and figure out how to make noises. There's different words you can say. I know some people say chalk when it's in there, and it'll create kind of a noise that sounds like a turkey, but really you have to figure out how much air, where to put the air, how hard to put it up to the top of your mouth with your tongue, kind of thing like that. But this does take time, so don't get frustrated. What I would say, if you're gonna get into it, buy a handful of different types of calls. Some calls fit in your mouth great, some don't. You'll be able to tell right away, but I would say at least go with 3 mouth calls that are different, because you'll have one that just fits perfect and sounds great right off the bat, and you'll have a few that you really have to get used to or that just won't work for you. So give it time. But again, pop one of these in. Let's take this one. It's really important to make sure these latex reeds are separated. I think that's an issue that people don't really notice. Keep them separated, or put separators in there, because if they're all stuck together, they're not gonna be able to move and create that vibration that you need for the turkey call. The hardest part is figuring out where to put this in your mouth. Too far back, you'll choke. Too far forward, the front of your tongue will tickle. So you kind of have to find that mid ground, but again, you need to find that on your own and figure out where fits best for you. I always put mine right in the top of my palate, and like I said, you can say chalk, do different words. When I'm doing it, I don't think of words, I just blow out air at different cadences. So I'll do yelps, cuts, clucks, purrs, everything that we've gone through earlier this week. I put my hands up by my mouth out of habit and because I grew up watching most guys do it, so just copy them. There we go. You can see that I'm moving my jaw, and all I'm doing is pushing air over the top of this call. I'm putting it on my tongue, pushing it up. Again, it's hard to explain, but get one of these things, put it in, make sure the reeds are separated, and blow air out of it. A lot of people will say chalk. I'll do that one quick. You want to be able to create the high and the low noise, so that kind of does a good job of doing that. You want to make sure you're moving your jaw. Sometimes it's hard to figure out how to keep your tongue and this pushed up to the top of your mouth and be able to move your jaw at the same time. I'm creating those different noises, those cadences, based on the pressure of air that I'm pushing out and how hard I'm pushing it to the top of my mouth. If I want a raspier, lower call, I'll lower it a little bit, create more air through the top. If I want a higher pitched, excited noise, I'll push it up to the top of my mouth harder. Cuts, clucks, pushing air out at a fast cadence kind of thing. Right into a yelp, right into a yelp. I'm moving my jaw fast, blowing out air at the same time, and I'm cutting it off with my tongue actually. I'll do a purr, kind of a fighting purr, so you guys can hear that too. Some people can roll their tongue. I can't do that. You can purr doing that, rolling your tongue while doing this call. I just kind of vibrate my lips together. I can also be like a fighting purr. If two turkeys are fighting, I'll kind of do that a little bit. So I'll kind of show you why you want to get a bunch of different ones. I'll do all three of these calls and you can listen to them just to see how they're different. This one you've already heard. This is the one. Super raspy. This one. Still raspier, a little lower. These diaphragms create different noises by the cut of the latex reed. So you can see all of these are cut differently. This is like a V, these have little notches, these have 3 different notches. That all creates different raspiness and creates the airflow differently. So get a variety. Again, I like this one, but I've used all of them. That's diaphragm for you. It's a really fun call if you can master it. Give it some time, be patient with it. I love to be hands-free, calling in gobs, shooting with my bow. Dunzo. Thanks for watching.